What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin here, ready to jump in to what is not that big of a slate. Only a few MLB games, a couple of them already off and running today. Obviously, one NBA game. We have some WNBA and such, but we'll get off what we can. There are plenty of promos to go ahead and get in, definitely. So we can go ahead and take care of the promo slips at least throughout this live stream. Sleeper, better, etc. You get what I'm getting at. We'll find what we can get and get them in. But if you guys have not yet hit the subscribe button, you're watching over there on YouTube, the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching over here on Twitch, Sports by Dustin on Twitch, and you haven't yet hit the follow button, I would appreciate that. Hit that follow button. And if you guys do want access to Daily Grind Fantasy, the tools that I use here every single day to find the best value across these different DFS apps, make sure you guys go to the link in the description or just go to dailygrindfantasy.com, dgfantasy.com, and sign up using code DustinStream, all one word, DustinStream, and you'll get 25% off your very first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. Let's go ahead, jump right into it on Better. So somebody said we're about to hit both plays in the slip from today. So Brian Harmon must be sucking, which is good. That'd be a great start. So we use the Siakam promo. Let's see, is there any other promos right now? Mackenzie Gore over 6.5 pitching Ks. Let's see. What can we get in? Cardoso in the WNBA over 17.5 points and rebounds. Like that. Minus 138 on FanDuel. Obi Toppin, NBA over 6.5 points. Gusto, I guess we'll go with Gusto over 4.5 strikeouts. We will dodge the push potential with Hancock instead. I think we have his over somewhere as well for Hancock. Garver, Mitch Garver under walks. Mitch Garver under 0.5 walks. That's going to be a slip right there. $10 promo slip on Better. I'll share that link into the chat right now. Bear with me 1 second as I do that. Vato says, Dusty had them hands on JV. Yeah, you already know, baby. Still got him. Let's see. All right. Links copied and pasted over there on to your guys' chat. So whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, it should be up in the chat. Go ahead, click that button. You can tail that Better slip. We need a hit, that's for sure. Gotta hit something on Better soon. It's been really frustrating over there. I know we have sleeper promos. We might even have a WNBA promo. We do an Angel Reese promo for rebounds on Better. We might come back to that. Possibly. Might come back to that. Let's check. Let's get our filters for what we're looking for here on sleeper. And man, is there really not much. OG isn't the worst, but it's not the best. That's for certain. Sleeper and UD. UD 3-man on the promo. All right, we'll see what we can find over there. Maybe we'll come back to sleeper because it doesn't look like much right now there. UD. Lowe and Brunson. I mean, sheesh, capiche. Oh my God, guess who's back? Jesus. 3-man is 6.5x. Why would it be 6.5x? Jose Barrios update? No way. Is that real? So, $10 max. We'll take over 26.5 points and rebounds. We'll go Barrios under 32.5 fantasy score. And then I'm going to take Lowe, Nathaniel Lowe over 1.5. Hit Hits, runs, RBIs. It's definitely a 6X. Whatever, that's what I'm going to run. Copying this link, getting in the chat for you guys. Bear with me 1 sec. You guys wanted the 3-man, so we're getting in the 3-man. The fantasy score is not my favorite. Not my exact favorite, but it is off by almost 4 fantasy score. When you look at Jose Barrios compared to what DraftKings would have it at, what Bavard would have it at. So definitely a solid play at 4 fantasy score off. But however, we did take Nathaniel Lowe over 1.5. I guess it looks like Jalen Brunson got a little bit better too. So that's what we're playing on the Underdog promo there. I don't believe there's any promos here on PrizePicks. We could check the AI slip generator, see what we got cooking. What is this actually? What is this? So we got another slip here on Underdog, but we are going to change one thing. Page, we're going to be taking Page over 21.5 points and assists. B-Stick will be taken under 27.5. Esports has not been really kind to me as of late, which sucks. Under 24 for Rouse. Jalen Brunson over 40.5 PRA. And then under 29 kills. Sabrina, we've already played. That's the issue here. Over 39. Low. How'd you get the Reese promo? Reese promo was on their Twitter. Go to their Twitter. You'll see you have to just sign in that little form, and then you'll get it. Maddie's over 9 Fanatics. Let me see. Do we have anybody from that? Yeah, we do. We have Rails. Which actually, Rails I don't like as much. Let's go. Maddie's over 31.5. These are moving a lot. These are moving a lot. Oh, no, I'm not loving any of this. Rays, Astros, Nerfy. Nerfy picks today. People are asking for. We'll see what we got. See what we got for sure. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Trying to find where's the best value right now. Check this. I'm not sure I love this slip for these esports lines are just kind of moving everywhere, and they're a little wonky right now. So I might take a pause on UD and come back to it. Anything on Better? Wish Better had promos. That's the only thing that app is really missing. All right. So from here, let's go ahead and do this Angel Reese promo. There ain't that many games. I'm not expecting value to change that much, to be honest with you, from now until later. Like, sure. Could there be a little bit better value that pops up? Yeah. All right, so that looks like it just got bumped. Siakam under blocks. Siakam under blocks. I have Simpson. Rays, Astros, Nerfy. Simpson, Meyer, Abram. Simpson under. Myers under. What is that? 5-4. And then Abrams. They payout shift unders on UD for WNBA. Are you serious? Abrams under 1.5. Dude, this value is brutal right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Value is brutal. I kind of want to stick to my word and just play this, but I hope there isn't better value that pops up low key now. Because if so, I'll be a little sad. But this, I mean, we're in the afternoon of the day. Some MLB's already been played. There ain't much there. I think it's only 2 WNBA games tonight too, or am I tripping? There might be more. Could be tripping. Let's check Fliff. We'll check Fliff. Nothing on Fliff at the moment. That's worth snagging at least. That's not plus EV. Brunson over 41.5 PRA. I'm wondering if this is going to have a ton of liquidity to where we probably won't be playing this. Over 41.5 PRA plus 1. So it has a decent amount. It has a decent amount of liquidity. Yo, Bo Jutsu. Appreciate that. Wait, hold on. You just followed and subscribed at the same time? Bo, appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Thank you for the sub on Twitch. Don't have to do all of that, but I do appreciate it. All right, we'll do. Let's check out Pascal Siakam. With these sports betting exchange apps, I am a little weary on what I play, only because they have no limits. So, with that being said, anybody can place bets on these. They're not going to limit you whether you win or lose because you're going peer-to-peer against other people. Who knows what type of information people are betting with, to be honest with you. So if there's crazy amounts of liquidity, I found it does me better to just not play those high liquidity plays. And in the afternoon, we've been finding a lot of these. Vandersloot. Like this line, minus 109. It's minus 138 on FanDuel and Prop Builder, minus 145 on Bovada. The lowest is Caesars, which I feel okay about. I'll go ahead and play this. Not a ton of liquidity. It's right up my alley right there. All right. Rike Gumbawale, right around the even line across most of these books. I honestly didn't even really see this play. 17.5. Yeah, we're good. So I'm taking Enrique Gumbawale over 17.5 points, plus 113. Clearly the best odds in the market, and that's what we're looking for, right? Plus EV betting, where you are trying to find odds that are very far off from the market. Basically, odds where the actual true fair odds percentage does not meet those odds, right? The expected odds. These books, based off these odds, think that it has a better chance to hit than what these odds say. Therefore, this is a plus EV play because the entire market is matching right around this minus 110. So yeah, pretty solid. Stewie under 7.5 rebounds. FanDuel's pretty close. Bovada's pretty close, being weighed up by some other books that are not as sharp in my opinion, so I would pass on that one. This is kind of just my thought process of like what I'm playing, what I'm not playing, why I'm playing it, why I'm not playing it, and such. So only 2 data points here. Karl Anthony Towns, TJ McConnell. We have a DraftKings line, pretty heavily favored everywhere. So McConnell under 2.5 rebounds. Something I will be getting in. TJ McConnell under 2.5 rebounds, minus 125. Bang. Hancock, we're already on. I am already on Tyrese Halliburton. Mikal Bridges, over 1.5 3-pointers made. Okay, it's at the bottom there. Minus 109, average odds of minus 132. Not too much crazy liquidity. Bang. PrizePicks and UD looking super dry right now. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for teaching me about line shopping. Really transformed your betting. Let's go, Rio on YouTube. Let's go. Yeah, of course. If you guys don't know, Rio, I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to as far as me teaching you, like where you learned it, whether it was on these live streams, Twitter, YouTube, but you're speaking on YouTube, so I might as well just let you guys know. I put out sports betting content on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel all the time, multiple videos a week that talk about profitable betting strategies, whether it's plus EV betting, using AI, arbitrage betting, anything that you can think of, that is going to be found on the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel. If you guys want more in-depth about how I use the tools or how it works, how the tools calculate things, a lot of that stuff is in the is on the YouTube channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed over there. Plus 100 on Halliburton odds here. Did just get better. If you haven't bet him yet, I would highly suggest it. Average odds of almost minus 130. What was I going to say as well? Sports by Big Ripper. Oh my gosh. Timio asks, what time of day is the best to place bets? Jay Wins said earlier in the morning or closer to game time. Maybe true, but also there is no real answer, especially around this time of year, right? You never know when value is going to pop up. You never know when PrizePicks is going to drop their lines, or what when the sportsbooks are going to drop their odds, or what they're going to be at. So the more often you can be on the tools like Daily Grind Fantasy and refreshing, or have your notifications on for the tool, whatever it is, you just have to have those on, because you just never know when value is going to drop. You have to be ready. You have to have all these different apps. Like, that's more so, and this is where I get, like, people are like, oh my gosh, shut up. But some people actually learn like this. More so, it's about having as many apps as possible. Yeah, good call on the sleeper promos. Have as many apps as possible. Have notifications on, or be refreshing the tool as often as possible. Notifications definitely help. And then just try to get in as much volume as you can that is plus EV, when it comes about. Doesn't matter what time of day. Now, I will say there is only one time or one sport that really, really, really matters on when you get these plays in, because there are more opportunities during the normal NBA season at night, right? Or sound like a damn walrus right there. Specifically 1 to 2 hours into the first few games that do start, like, at night. So if the games start at 7 o'clock Eastern time, the first slate of games for the NBA, you want to be looking for value between that 6 o'clock, 5:30 even, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock hour. Like, there's going to be value, tons of value in NBA, because specifically the lineup changes or lineup news and injury news, right? Injury news is huge in the NBA, right? If Jason Tatum is ruled out, RIP to all of next year. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. Why did I just do that to myself? Oh, PTSD. Why did I use that? I use that example all the time, and now it just hurts to say. I'm going to have to think of somebody else to use. Jason Tatum gets ruled out, right, randomly before game time, rest day, or he's, tweaked something, whatever it might be. That affects a lot. A lot of the player props and even the mainline markets, right? Jaylen Brown's points line could now go up from 21.5 points to 25.5 points. If that news gets announced and you are able to get Jaylen Brown on PrizePicks, which does happen sometimes, at 21.5 before he gets bumped up, that's insane value, right? You're going to get 4 points of value. Now, not all the time. They're a little bit faster than that these days, but sometimes you can catch stuff like that. and get crazy good value, and you will find tons of player props in the NBA around that time. So to answer your question, NBA, yes, there is a specific time. Rest of these sports, not really. Sleeper promos, I know you guys want that. My issue is that there's nothing really great here. There's nothing we like, to be honest with you. Let me actually check the middling tool just real quick, just to be sure there's nothing here that's... Let's see. 29. So the under for Breanna Stewart PRA. Under for Breanna Stewart PRA. What's this? Under 26.5 for Breanna Stewart points rebounds. All right, so this is under 29.5 PRA for Breanna Stewart. So she is a promo in general, but we're going to go ahead and take Shane Baz over 15.5 pitching outs, and then we'll take Stewart under 29.5 PRA. The entire rest of the sports or the DFS app market has this set to 28.5. We'll take that. So Shane Baz and Breanna Stewart. Off topic, what app do you like more, Fliff or ProfitX? Fliff or ProfitX? I like ProfitX more maybe, but Fliff I do better on, even if there is less value, if that makes sense. Appreciate it, Rio. As far as like profiting, I like Fliff more. There's less value, but I find it a lot easier to profit than on ProfitX. For whatever reason, these peer-to-peers are tough. Even if you get insane value locked in, feels like. So, what was I gonna do? More sleeper. If I was gonna lock in anything else, I mean, if I really had to, it would probably be OG. What was that? Over 6.5 rebounds and assists. But even then, like, God, this is not really great. Yeah, we've played some better already. Honestly, I'm just going to play Breanna Stewart twice. I'll play Breanna Stewart twice. Obviously, we can't play her with herself as a promo, but with the Ottinger. Because it's certainly off. Like, PrizePicks has it. PrizePicks has it 28.5. Underdog has it 28.5. Like, compared to the market, Sleeper's definitely off the actual DFS app market. Didn't I say value was, yeah, terrible today? Yes, 100%. You did indeed. OG minus 104. Like, that's ProfitX is where I'll play OG. Like, ProfitX OG over 6.5 rebounds and assists is where I will play. I'm getting even better odds than Sleeper. Now, there is a decent amount of liquidity, but not too crazy, so. Bang. But, yeah, that's where I would play it rather than play it on Sleeper. So, great job by me not just settling and playing that there. But it would be nice to see something new pop up on Sleeper. If you guys haven't signed up for ProfitX or Novig, specifically, or any app at that, really, sign up using code DGF, and you guys will get the deposit matches that you get when you use a code. Typically, use code DGF when you sign up for all those apps. So I played Halliburton on ProfitX. Miles McBride over 9.5 McBride. So he's plus 122. Multiple books right around minus 105 for McBride. Over 9.5. Screw it. I'll play it for a few bucks. I'll leave some there for you guys to take it. That we've played a lot of these top props for the most part. That are above like 2-3%. Mitchell Robinson points assist under. Wait, do we still have our... No, we don't have a better promo. Oh, I'm going. That's why. I'm an idiot. All right, Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson under points and assists. 6.5. Like, bruh. Under. So decent amount of liquidity. We'll take it for a few bucks. Dog. Anything else on PrizePicks? Not really too much value on PrizePicks. 1-to-1 comparisons with UD. Outside of that, it's just blah. No promos on ParlayPlay today, huh? Remember, if you guys want to sign up for Daily Grind Fantasy, use code DUSTINSTREAM. They get you guys 25% off your very first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. Let's go ahead. Let's just jump over here real quick. I mean, there might not be a ton of value on DFS apps right now, but I can guarantee you there are probably a decent amount of plus EV plays on major sports books. If you guys are on major sports books and you haven't yet got OddsJam, that's where you should be going if you have major sports books to find plus EV plays, arbitrage plays. Halliburton right now under 14.5 rebounds and assists, plus 105 on DraftKings. Only book offering be plus money for the most part. Guess Novig is pretty close here at under 14.5. But nonetheless, the entire rest of the market is definitely average odds of minus 115. So closer to that even line. Under 5.5 rebounds for Halliburton is kind of juicy, minus 154. But the books really seem to be heavily favoring the under. FanDuel minus 210. ParlayPlay has a discount. Let me double check you on that because it needs to be. Oh wow! I wasn't familiar with your game. You are absolutely right. The big purr, big purr. Let's see. Double check sleeper again. Anyways, hold on. Look at that ADHD right there. Let's finish here. Let's find some more plus EV plays. Miles Turner over 1.5 assists, plus 150 on FanDuel. Loving that. If you have FanDuel, lock that in. Plus 124. Obviously, guys, these are plus money, right? It's showing you that this has about a 41% chance to hit. Right? It's not favored to happen, but based off these odds, you are getting a better payout than what you should be, and you are getting the best odds in the market, right? The rest of the sports books are telling us and giving you confidence that this play actually has a much better chance to hit than what plus 150 odds says it does. So that's how you find a plus EV bet. Let's check this out. What's this? Plus 110, under 35.5 total games for Alexander Zverev. I have no clue. Flavio, let's call him Flavio. Do we have any sharp books under plus 110? I don't know. Based off the data points, it's really not my favorite. In tennis, I would really love to see Pinnacle lines, personally. If you see Pinnacle and it's like 20 points off Pinnacle, that's a solid bet. Nemhard, we're getting down to like 1.5% EV, so nothing too crazy. But Nemhard minus 110, under 14.5 points and rebounds is a good look on DraftKings. All right. If you guys want access to OddsJam, I highly suggest using it. If you have sportsbooks, definitely well worth it. Use code DUSTIN35 over there on OddsJam. You'll get a 7-day free trial, and you will get 35% off your very first month. Here's an arbitrage bet, right? To win $5 or $6 in risk-free profit. You're going to take Temi Fagbinelli over 2.5 assists at plus 118 on Novig, right? And then you're going to take him under 2.5 assists. Sorry, that's a her. Oh, gosh, here we go. Don't cancel me. Damn it. Temi. I should have looked. It was WNBA. That's on me. It's on me. I honestly thought this was like tennis or something at first. Damn it. All right. Anyways, Fagbinelli over 2.5 assists on Novig at plus 118. Fagbinelli under 2.5 assists minus 111 on Prop City. Right? You're gonna take it for $200. You're gonna take it for $165 on both of those apps. You would have guaranteed. It might have just moved because I was taking forever. But you would have guaranteed yourself $5 to $6 in risk-free profit, whether they go over or they go under. You would have won that bet. It didn't matter, right? That's what arbitrage betting is. Locking in both sides of it. So, for instance, right here, Veronica Burton. I click it and I mess it up. Veronica Burton minus 101 on Novig, right, for $200, and then Veronica Burton under 3.5 player assist at plus 107 odds on ProfitX for $190. Gonna guarantee yourself $3 to $8 in profit, right? If you can get more money down on one side or the other, then of course you would get more dollars in risk-free profit per arbitrage play. But yeah, I mean, guys, there's people making thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars every month arbitrage betting. You just got to lock in, actually try to get these plays in before they move, because it is definitely doable. You guys can see some of these guys. If you follow OddsJam, you can see some of them. They're live streaming doing this. It is a real thing. People are grinding it out. A lot of live arbitrage plays too, which are actually even more in profit. But if you could just find 10 arbitrage plays a day that are $10 in risk-free profit, what's that? $100 a day, times that by 30 days in a month, $3,000 extra in profit every month. Doesn't sound too shabby to me. Any PrizePicks or dabble value? No, not really. We are gonna check ParlayPlay here. Ooh, man. Ooh, Josh Hart, Miles Turner over 14.5. We have James Wood over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Demhard over points. Over points. Let's lock in this. Let's lock in Josh Hart, Miles Turner. Actually, let's lock in Josh Hart, Miles Turner with the WNBA promo / line for Page. I don't have a promo in my thing. Let me refresh. Because it would be slightly negatively correlated if we did the other way. If we did it with Cat over, Page over. Let's go Hart. You see, you have to click on promo to find the WNBA one. Josh Hart, Miles Turner over 14. Oh my god. I have a free $3 entry. Dude. Oh my god. I hate how they make you use this. Screw it. Now Page and Hart 8. Oh my god, I can't spell. Now Page and Hart. So if you have, all right, let's get it together here. Over 14. Oh, let's do 10. So Page and then Hart and Turner over combo, and then James Wood James Wood over 1.5. What did we take James Wood on Novig for? Was it James Wood on Novig, or was it Profit X? Profit X or Novig? James Wood. Oh, wait. $6 of what I place is unmatched? What the heck? Oh, we played James Wood on okay, on better. We didn't even play James Wood. We didn't play James Wood at all. I swore that we played him, but I think I'm mixing him up with CJ Abrams. Not gonna lie to y'all. All right, James Wood over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Screw it. That's what I'm gonna run with the cat discount. All right, that's what I ran. Both of those on what is that? ParlayPlay. I'll click through everything else real quick. Shane Baz under 2.5 earned runs allowed, -118. Actually is a really solid play. Shane Baz runs allowed -140. So that's moved. That moved. Dabble, anything on Dabble? No. Better, anything else new on Better? Stewie over 25.5 points and rebounds is solid, but there's nothing else we can get in with it. And we've already used our promos there. No, y'all. I think that's it for the live stream. Yeah. That's going to be it, guys. Not too much value today. That's unfortunate. But nonetheless, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Going to be dropping a YouTube video here in just a little bit. Make sure you guys check that out. That's going to be it. Love you. Let's cash, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the morning live stream. Make sure you guys are following. You have every notifications turned on. And use code DUSTIN STREAM, all one word, for 25% off daily.